Hi, so today we're talking with Paul Bavington from Budgeting Solutions, and today we're going to talk specifically about how to run a successful project. So let's jump straight into it. So Paul, what are the important considerations when thinking about a budgeting and forecasting planning project?
Well, I think it's really important that the clients sort of thought through what the problem is they're trying to solve. I think it's also important they've got the right level of sponsorship in the organisation. Without the right level of sponsorship, you won't have a successful project. Increasingly, the landscape's changing. People are thinking about cloud, big data. So how are other technology projects impacting this particular project?
Yep.
So all those things combined really is setting up a good initial project.
Okay, fantastic.
Is there a consideration as well when you look at a successful project about whether or not those sorts of financial planning solutions go onto the cloud or on-premise as well? Does that factor in?
Oh, very much so. I think you need to engage fairly early on. I mean, it's a finance project often run by finance people who don't necessarily always understand the technological backdrop that the company's in. So getting involved with the IT teams to work out that landscape to make sure we position the correct technology solution for the customer, very important.
What does a successful project look like when you start considering things like the project methodologies that you use?
Oh, really key. I mean, typically we use an Agile sort of methodology of project implementation. So you come up with a fairly early design, some key deliverables from that, and then start out with a series of what we call sprints, building out small parts of the functionality and using what we call a show and tell process. So every couple of weeks, the client and the business sponsors can see what's actually being built and delivered in the solution. So you can tease out sort of any issues you may have early on, for instance with data or with the user interface not working, and so rapidly develop something that's successful quickly.
Fantastic. What does the team from Budgeting Solutions look like? Is it literally just developers, or do you really embrace and engage a wider range of skills and talents?
No, it's a wider team approach. So yes, there will be a lead consultant who will be responsible for the design and maybe much of the build, but in the background we've got the IT colleagues who are making sure the infrastructure is working. It's also a virtual project team because we're working very much with the client's organisation, with their senior management and with their IT people too. So it's a blended approach to people, yes, absolutely.
Fantastic.
I think for me, the last question I have is, because you use an Agile methodology, does a successful project ever end?
Potentially not, no. I mean, because what you're trying to do is to deliver what's called the minimal viable product. Let's deliver something that works and works now. And what that's then doing is teasing out future requirements. So the successful conclusion of a project ultimately leads into the next phase or the next project in the client to help increasingly deliver value.
Fantastic. Well, look, thank you ever so much for coming along today. I think it's been really valuable, and we'll speak to you soon. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.